Всем большой привет, с вами Крейзи Хамстер. Мы продолжаем проходить ремейк второй части квеста «Сломанный меч» Broken Sword The Shadow Mirror, или «Сломанный меч, дымящееся зеркало». В прошлый раз мы с вами прибыли на остров, соорудили лиану с сетью и значком прибор, и теперь нам нужно отправиться на скалу, чтобы воспользоваться там теодолитом украденным. Хотя он ему был не нужен, у Бронсона, того архитектора, которого, кажется, утопили тетушки Керчь. Так. Теперь нам нужно здесь не заплутать. Как-никак это все-таки лабиринт. Так, сюда. Мы с вами запутались до этого, а получилось, что, в принципе, хотя бы этот путь прошли, и теперь знаем, куда точно идти. Так, еще и сюда.
What is this? The magic forest of deja vu or something?
Ну все правильно, мы же не снизу, а сверху, правильно? Или нет? Или я не туда куда-то иду? Нас чуть не съели там. Вот, все правильно. Джордж меня напугал. Мог бы как-то прокомментировать. Давайте сразу. Все, что нужно, ставим. Нет? Ну дырки не туда я.
Initials carved into the stone read F.K. Frederick Ketch had been here.
Ну, отлично, чё.
The hill I was on had reminded me of a camel's hump as I'd climbed up it. Now I had to see what I could see.
Стоп.
It was the marker which I had raised up the needle of rock. It was the marker which I had raised. I could see the marker I had fastened on the rock down in the forest, and right in line with it, that had to be where Ketch had hidden his treasure.
По крайней мере, Джордж в это верит. Все, отправляемся. Вот попробуй теперь доберись, да, по джунглям. Пойми, куда, в какую сторону мне идти. Без карты. Ага. Это вот опасное место. Сохраняемся сразу, потому что в прошлый раз нас здесь очень много раз убили. Не факт, что в этот раз не получится. Также я не помню, как именно нужно действовать. Так, она что-то написала. Моя интуиция меня не подвела. Смотритель музея рассказал, что Эль Драко — испанское имя сэра Фрэнсиса Дрейка. Итак, это был Дрейк, знаменитый английский капитан, мореплаватель, капер, пират и, да простит его Господь, политический деятель. Итак, камень ягуара был похищен Дрейком и теперь лежал в одной из витрин музея. Затем я заметила профессора Убьера. Пока я разговаривала со смотрителем, профессор украл камень ягуара. Я бросилась за ним, но смотритель меня остановил, предположив, что я могу быть вором. Он сказал, что свидетелем, но, видимо, все-таки он нам не поверил. Камень нельзя было упускать, поэтому я позаимствовала один музейный экспонат и сбежала через тайную дверь. Тайная дверь вела на закрытую станцию лондонской подземки. А, вот как. Понятно. А я когда в тот раз посмотрела, мне показалось, что там видно свет, как будто она выходит на улицу. А вот в чем мне собака-то зарыта. Ё-моё. Оказывается, вот. Хорошо, что они сделали журнал, хотя бы вот эти вопросы у хомяка отпали. В какой-то момент я даже подумала, что останусь там навсегда, но я быстро нашла способ остановить поезд. Билета мне не было, но я отлично умею притворяться глупой туристкой. Этому я научилась у Джорджа. Ну да, этому мне не занимать. Я знала, что Убьер направился в порт, у меня возникло ощущение, что там будет последний шанс вернуть камень ягуара. Мы сохранились, да? Давайте. Нужно пробираться. Что ж там правильно как-то... Сейчас он пройдет. Он нас не заметил-то. Давай, открывай шкаф. Быстрее. Блин, она медленно ходит, нас прибьют за ней. Лестница, быстрее. А, не успела. Да еще. Я же говорю, плохое дурацкое место. Печаль. Эх. Так, значит, надо было сначала на лестницу все-таки забраться. Не успевает она. Шкаф открыть. Долго ходит. А, ну, понятно. Не перешли же мы еще. Не, ну я не могу не косичнуть. Даже перепроходя игру, все равно надо обязательно косичнуть. Куда же без этого? А, ну мы не дождались, пока он с этим поговорил. Вот в чем косяк. Ладно. Мы же сохранились, мы были готовы к тому, что можем накосячить, так что простительно. Я вам скажу, он долго тормозил, что не успел не заметить Николь Дверь успеть открыть, пока она его закрыла. Ну, попытаться, по крайней мере. Хотя, если здесь на замок закрыто, зачем швабра? А так, мне кажется, что такой крупный амбал вполне мог бы сломать швабру. Ну, ладно. Терминатор.
But the collar woman was there. They'll know it was me.
But you have the stone. The right stone, you're sure?
Yes, of course, it's the Jaguar stone. No possible mistake. Here it is. Karzak, please. The police will be looking for me soon. You're going to get me out of the country, aren't you?
Stop your whining, Ubier. Do you have any idea what this stone symbolizes?
I thought you just wanted it to frighten the natives.
Fool. I intend to cast this stone into the sea.
But why? It's unique.
Exactly. With it gone, the Mayan priest's plan to destroy Tezcatlipoca cannot succeed.
I can assure you that Tezcatlipoca is a mythical figure.
Such a small mind you live in. Tezcatlipoca is real. I have seen him in my dreams. We have spoken of his plans for this world. We have spoken of your part in these plans.
My part?
He told me you would be useful. He told me how to crush your spirit by turning you to drugs.
My wife died. You know that full well. She was my world, my everything.
And now, you are no longer useful.
Долго они его выслеживали,
She
как
called out your
профессора.
name as she died, you know.
What? What are you saying?
And then they thought you'd done it. It all worked perfectly.
You? It was you? You bastard! You monster! For the love of God, Karzak!
Which one?
Как только нас не увидел. Так, еще раз сохраняемся. Вдруг мы не успеем воспользоваться потом. Эх, бедный профессор.
There were no signs of life, but I checked that Ubier really was beyond help. We were going to need the stone to thwart Karzak. I knew Ubier would have approved. It was the Jaguar stone, all right.
Сработало?
Pirates? I was about to make good my escape when...
Cut! Who the hell are you?
I can explain everything.
Don't bother.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were making a movie.
So who are you?
Stobart. George Stobart. 2 B's and 2 T's.
It's okay, Mr. Hawks. He wasn't in the shot.
Hawks? This had to be Carlton Hawks, the newest enfant terrible of Tinseltown. I'd read about him. Mailroom boy makes good. Nice to know it was still possible to get to be a director armed with only an encyclopedic knowledge of postal charges.
Stay out of the way, surfer boy. I'll deal with you later.
Surfer boy?
Ну, пляжника, серфер.
What's the name of the movie?
Are you trying to be funny?
No.
It's Treasure Island, the only book I ever read twice.
I don't recall any girls in Treasure Island.
Gotta think box office. People like that kind of thing.
What other changes have you made to the story?
Just a few minor details.
You haven't written out Long John Silver.
Are you questioning my integrity as an artist? Of course Silver's still in it. We've even hung on to Captain Flint.
His parrot.
His trained attack falcon. Why do you think Blind Pew's blind?
Did you say you've changed the ending of the story?
That's right.
Do they find the treasure?
Yeah, but that comes later. After they've escaped the volcanic eruption.
A volcano?
Sure. Krakatoa.
All the millions spent on a movie, and nobody thinks to buy an atlas. Who's playing Jim Hawkins?
Haiku McEwen. Oh, don't tell me you've never heard of him.
I don't go to the movies too often.
Jeez. Haiku is only the hottest teen star in Hollywood. That's why we're on such a tight schedule. Gotta film the close-ups before he hits puberty.
Who's the leading lady?
Don't you recognize her? That's Sharon Kowalski.
Oh, right. I'd never heard of her. You know what the locals call this place, don't you?
No, but I guess you're gonna tell me.
Zombie Island.
Zombies?
A crazed gleam came into his eye.
Get me the writers. Get me makeup. I want zombie pirates in this movie by the end of today.
Еда.
The bun was so stale it felt like a small rock.
Так, видимо, со всеми поговорить все равно придется.
Hi, George Stobart.
Hello, mate.
You're English, right?
Oh, you don't miss much, do you? Bert Savage. Have you seen what the caterers laid on today? Buns and pancakes.
That's awful.
It's an improvement on yesterday. The buns are stale, but the pancakes are bloody lovely.
How long have you been in the movie business?
Flipping years, mate. Absolutely flipping years. I was in the army before that. Thought to myself, you've been risking your bleeding neck every day, why not cash in on it like?
So you became a stuntman, just like that?
Nah, of course not. I had to do the training first.
What training does a stuntman do?
First, they told me to stand in the road. Then, they run me down. Straight up. Drove at me with a car. I couldn't believe it. I was up on the bonnet and over the other side before I realised he wasn't stopping. Then they threw me downstairs a bit and gives me a certificate.
Did you ever work with Carol Climax?
The Dirty Dachshund? I'll say. Flipping princess, mate.
I heard she was very beautiful.
Mind you, she acted like one too. Ordering this, demanding that.
Интересно, на картине в доме профессора был молодой темноволосый парень симпатичный и девушка, вот как раз актриса. То есть, судя по всему, они были изображены, то есть там профессор сам был с женой, то есть они в молодости были изображены. Профессору, судя по моему виду, лет уже за 60 было, по количеству морщин. И далеко за 60, я бы сказала. И, значит, прошло, ну сколько, лет 50 с момента, ладно, 50, там, 40 с момента, так как эта фотография, портрет был сделан. Как кто-то мог работать с этой актрисой? Или что, ее прибили, когда она уже была в более зрелом возрасте и была известной, давно снимающейся актрисой? Так получается? Как-то немножко непонятно. Видимо. Ну, может быть, действительно, ей уже много лет было, когда ее убили. И с ней еще могли сниматься всякие каскадеры молодые. Ну, ладно, пусть будет так.
Did you ever meet Bertrand Oubier?
Meet him? No. I saw him a few times, though. He didn't like his wife being in films.
Do you think Oubier murdered his wife?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Mind you, there were plenty of people who could have done her in.
I thought the public loved her.
Yeah, but people who knew her saw the other side.
Would you like a bun?
No way. The last one I tried cracked my dentures.
Would you like a pancake, Bert?
No thanks, mate. I've plenty here.
Так, ну, все остальное бесполезно обсуждать.
Hi there, George Stobart.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Haiku McEwen.
You're playing Jim Hawkins, right?
Jimbo. I had Mr. Hawks change his name.
Jimbo Hawkins, right.
Что-то как-то не молодо он выглядит, я вам скажу.
Is your name really Haiku?
Yeah. It was my mom's idea, okay? When I was born, I was so small and perfectly formed I reminded her of a Japanese poem.
Well, I guess it could have been worse. She could have called you Limerick.
That's my middle name.
Did you always want to be an actor?
I don't think of what I do as acting, man.
You're not alone.
It's more like I'm the voice of my generation. What I'm saying for the kids on the street.
Which is what? I'm crap, I'm going nowhere?
Huh? What are you saying, man?
Stobart, get out of shot. Positions, everybody.
I'll get a flip chart and explain it to you later, Haiku.
Haiku, baby, are you ready?
Okay, man. Which scene is this?
You've been captured by Silver's accomplice, Pirate Babs, who's fallen in love with you.
That whirring sound you can hear? It's Robert Louis Stevenson spinning in his grave.
Okay, people, top of page 76, Sharon.
What about my big speech?
It's been cut. Everybody ready?
Up to speed.
Она молодец, да, знает, какая страница.
Quiet on the set. Okay.
Что там еще должен диалог быть?
Oh, please.
And action!
Why don't you forget that dumb old squire and his bunch of merry men? Can't you see we were made for each other?
I know, but Squire Trelawney saved my life, Captain Babs. Why, if it hadn't have been for him, that giant octopus would have made mincemeat out of me.
But right now he thinks you're a traitor. He's locked you out of the stockade, Jimbo.
That 20-foot high wall with spikes might have kept out Silver's men, but it ain't gonna stop me.
Oh, Jimbo.
And cut! Good heavy breathing, Sharon.
Natch, I'm a pro.
Did you get the heavy breathing, Flash?
Did I ever, boss? We should have made this movie in 3D.
Haiku, you were great. We're setting up for the stunt now, so get a bite to eat.
Забавно, что у нее здесь волосы, очевидно, такие кудрявые, лохматые, а на картинке сделали типа прямые.
Savage, on set, damn it.
И ощущение, что более короткие, как-то. Ну что?
Mr. Hawks, I was wondering if...
Not now. I got a movie to make. Time for the stunt, Savage. It's a short run, bounce on the plank, and somersault over the spikes and stockade wall.
Do what?
Plank, spikes, wall, over. Easy, a child could do it.
At my age? You must be joking.
I could replace you, Savage.
Yeah, with an arthritic baboon.
Replace me? Lummy, this could be the last stunt I ever perform. I need to think about this. Get myself in the right frame of mind.
A suicidal one would fit the bill for that stunt.
Fine. You do that. In the meantime, we'll break for lunch.
Oh, great. I'm famished.
Stay right there and meditate, Savage.
Tight-ass little git.
Ну, видимо, он еще не такой молодой, но все равно явно не особо в возрасте. Так, давайте с Шерон поговорим, чего? Раз с такой актрисой встретиться и не поговорить. Не будем лишать Джорджа удовольствия.
Well, hi, handsome. You're cute. I wish it was you playing the lead male instead of that kid.
I can't act, ma'am.
So what? I bet you can kiss.
I couldn't believe I was having this conversation with a real movie star.
Не, ну правда, волосы ну, совсем не соответствуют. Лицо совсем другое. Ладно, простим уж ему это.
What's it like sharing the spotlight with an actor who's young enough to be your son?
What do you mean?
Типа я старая, да?
What do you think of Hawk's treatment of Treasure Island?
It's okay, I guess. I never saw the original.
It's a book. One of my favorites.
Really? The novelization's out already?
What part are you playing?
Pirate Babs, the ruthless and passionate lady buccaneer. It's a great part. I get to kiss a lot, and I kick ass. Like the boots?
Так, ну все, это бесполезно обсуждать. Чувак столько времени стоял, жрал и еще перекусить не прочь. Вот дает. Поэтому прыгать не может.
Don't mind if I do.
The pancake oozed maple syrup all over Bert's chins.
Ew, you put bloody syrup on that pancake. Now it's messed me all up.
Ну извини, мы старались.
As I walked towards the bush, it started buzzing angrily. Those hornets were not pleased.
Вот тут хоть с первого раза сработало, слава богу.
This could be good. Cut and printed. That was brilliant, folks. Okay, the next scene is down on the beach. This is where Hawkins finds the treasure in the Cave of the Crabs.
Would those be giant killer crabs by any chance?
Giant mutant killer crabs with attitude.
There it was, the rock I'd seen from the camel's hump. Now that I was close up, I could make out a small cave near the top of the pillar.
Hey, you! Trouble!
Who, me?
Ходячая катастрофа.
I want you to stay right where I can keep an eye on you.
I'm not one of your lackeys, Hawks. I go where I like.
Not here, you don't. The movie company has rented this island for the duration. You're trespassing. Do as you're told or you're gone.
Вот нафиг мы их сюда на пляж с собой все-таки притащили. Непонятно. Ой.
I was talking to Mr. Savage, the stuntman. Is he all right?
What makes you say that?
He's not making any sense.
The guy's English.
Любят они англичан. Очень. Мне, кстати, понравилось, что они убрали эту фишку с кустом, что там нужно было с двух сторон обойти и кинуть камни 2 раза. Но по-хорошему должно за раз было сработать. Кинул, пчелы среагировали. А тут, получается, мы ходили-ходили и не могли понять, что мы не доделали. Здесь это хотя бы исправили, хоть что-то и заменили. Незначительно, но все же.
Why don't you use that cave up on the rock pillar at the end of the beach?
We don't have a stuntman anymore.
Hey, I'll do the stunt.
I appreciate the offer, but if you fall, you'll sue us.
No, I won't.
Everybody hear that?
I heard it.
Good enough, we're covered. Got any experience?
Death-defying leaps, desperate fistfights, getting caught in explosions, you name it.
Okay, people, move out. We're shooting the scene at the end of the beach.
No, we're not. The camera's still bogged down.
Shoot, I forgot about that. No go, Stobart. We'll have to use this cave after all.
You don't look happy.
Why should I be happy? Look at that cave. It's supposed to be where the treasure is.
So?
Look at it! It's crap! Does that look like the sort of place anybody would hide treasure? I should have had props build me a proper damn cave. A cinematic cave.
What do you mean, a cinematic cave?
One with drama. Danger. One that looks like the mouth of a big stone skull would be cool, but I'd settle for drama and danger.
Да, проблемка у вас, ребятки.
Flash?
Yep.
We can't film at the Needle Rock because the camera's bogged down, right?
You got it, champ.
So why can't we use the portable camera instead?
You know, that's a pretty smart idea.
I've been talking to the cameraman. He's got a portable camera.
So?
So you can use the cave in that rock pillar at the end of the beach. That's a dramatic cave if ever I saw one.
We ain't got a stabilized harness for it. The camera'll wobble.
Did D.W. Griffiths have a stabilized harness when he made Birth of a Nation?
You're right, damn it. Hitchcock, Wells, none of them needed one. For crying out loud, Sam Raimi stabilized his camera on a plank. Props, get me a plank. We're gonna wing it. Hot dog. We're gonna do a cinema verite pirate movie.
Не снимает
George,
сейчас.
get to wardrobe. We're gonna make you a star.
Спасибо тебе, Джордж.
Away.
Благодаря таким, как Джордж, потом выходят фильмы, которые смотреть совсем невозможно. И так, конечно, невозможно было смотреть, но Джордж допортил. И так уже попорчено. И третий, этот главный герой у них появляется. Красавец, да.
Ready when you are, Mr. Hawks.
Очки заснять не забыл. Непонятно все-таки, где камера, которая снимать его должна была.
It was the stone which Ketch had captured from the Spanish. The Eagle Stone.
Все его сокровища не густо.
I returned to Quaramonte and found that George had left a message with Conchita. He'd already left for the Indian village, so I hurried to catch up with him. When I arrived, I found a scene of desolation.
Ну, о, трусы.
These sunglasses are George's. George, where are you? Titi Poco, I'm almost glad to see you.
Веселый малый.
You little asshole, what happened here? Are you responsible for this? And where's George? Have you seen him? He was pointing to the remains of a burned-out hut.
Так понятно, почему он на хижину все-таки показывал.
The barrel was too heavy to move.
Почему Кетч такой жадный? Почему он все мои сокровища? Почему из всех сокровищ там только камень? Ну, важно, конечно, но, блин, даже обидно за Джорджа. Столько возиться.
These are George's shades, right? Has he been here?
Jaws!
Where is he now?
Еще один. Корж, тоже как это Эмили.
What's that? It looks like the stone we bought from Paris, but it's different. Yes, it has a carving of an eagle. That clinches it. George must have found this stone in the Caribbean and managed to hide the stone when the village was attacked by Karzak's men. I hope to God that George was all right. Where's George? George has been here, right? He was pointing to the smoldering remains of a hut.
Давай, помоги бочку.
There was nothing I wanted to ask him.
Когда нечем.
The barrel was too heavy to move. There was nothing I wanted to ask him.
Да, блин. А, ну типа смысла, наверное.
It was too hot to pick up. There was nothing I wanted to ask him.
Да что ж.
I just didn't have the strength to tip that barrel.
Это непонятная, по крайней мере, для меня последовательность. Почему только вот так вот срабатывает, непонятно.
Hey, Shorty, make yourself useful and help me with this barrel. Thanks. I recognize that. It's the coyote stone. I had the coyote and jaguar stones. Titipoco had the eagle, according to the shaman. That's all we needed to deal with Tezcatlipoca. Pity he hadn't any ideas for dealing with Karzak.
Это, кстати, нам, наверное, показывал на хижину не про Джорджа, а про камень. Я так понимаю. Мы камень забрали, спасли.
Where are you pointing?
Пойдем. Что?
I didn't need the lantern since...
А куда стрелочка где?
There was nothing... Ashes. The thought that they might be human chilled me to the bone. The ground was covered with ashes.
О. Как-то она не сразу появилась, стрелочка.
We arrived to find George being led up the stairs. We clearly didn't have much time. Would you like some chocolate, Titipoco? It's good vintage. You're smarter than you look. How did you hook up with a maniac like Karzak in the first place?
Karzak? Whoop whoop loco!
Yes, he scares me too. Titipoco, any ideas what I can do with this rope? He just looked at me. If anybody was going to come up with a plan, it was going to have to be me.
Ну понятно, еще рано пока что-то предпринимать. Сначала нужно встретиться с нашими друзьями, которые находятся возле пирамиды. Естественно.
No way did I want to get into conversation with that pack of vermin.
А с этим?
Hey, señorita.
Too late. I had been seen. Bonjour, capitaine.
Only sergeant, pretty one. What are you doing here?
Snuggles said I could come here with him.
Snuggles?
Oh, I mean the general. We're, friends. May I go up the pyramid?
We have strict instructions not to let anybody pass.
Oh, but I've told you who I am. Surely nobody would mind.
Well,
Oh, please, I'd be ever so grateful.
I tell you what. I'll ask Pablo if it's okay for you to go up.
If Pablo saw me, I'd be dead. No, it's not worth the bother. I'm not really that interested in their stupid pyramid anyway.
Well, okay. It's men's work up there anyway.
I'll just run along and play around here, okay?
Okay, you do that.
Отлично. Это мы должны отрезать. Что-то мы не так, да, сделали?
The motor spluttered into life.
О, нет, все нормально.
The engine was working okay, but it wasn't connected to the equipment lift.
Сейчас соединим.
Any ideas what I can do with this rope? He just looked at me. If anybody was going to come up with a plan, it was going to have to be me.
Печально был. Посмотрите на подъемник, видимо.
The scaffold gantry went all the way up the pyramid. The scaffold...
Так, ну все. Теперь можно?
Poco, I have an important job for you. Take this rope to the top of this scaffolding and throw it over the top.
Oh.
молодец. Тити-пока. Тити-попа.
I wasn't going to risk amputation by meddling with a spinning flywheel.
Опс. А, отключить надо. Понятно, отключить же, конечно.
The engine stopped dead.
И никто не слушает, что они тут делают. Мотор что-то работает, всем пофиг.
The motor spluttered into life.
Так, ну что, мы с вами починили лифт. Осталось нам забраться теперь наверх. Вот. Спасти Джорджа. Пробраться в пещеру. В пирамиду, конечно. Пробраться в пирамиду. Спасти мир. И на этом закончить прохождение. Но заниматься мы этим будем уже в следующей части. Дел предстоит нам сделать много. Но не так, чтобы прям очень, конечно. Особенно когда знаешь, что делать. Но в любом случае. Так что встретимся в следующей части. Всем пока!